the update that we know that so many of you, and well, so many of us as well, has been wanting for such a long time. It's the Caves and Cliffs update.
That is right, 1.17 is the Caves and the Cliffs update. Nobody saw this coming, although I'm pretty sure it was leaked, and there were a few rumors that, like, this was gonna be the update, but I don't care. I'm just happy that we're gonna be getting a cave update very soon. Now, I wouldn't expect it to be out super soon. I'm expecting to be next year, probably. Typically, the second half of the year has smaller updates, but from what we've seen on Minecraft Live, and based off of past updates, they're gonna announce more things during snapshots. This update is going to be absolutely huge and has a chance to become the greatest Minecraft update of all time. This video, I'm going to be explaining and breaking down all the major things that happened and were announced in the Caves and the Cliffs update at Minecraft Live. I won't be covering the minor things, not this video. I will be making a separate video on that another time. I don't have time to fit both in there, everything in here. So I'm going to be going over the major features of the Caves and the Cliffs update. Let's get to it. So the first major update is just the fact that we're getting Caves and the Cliffs update. Both are being updated at the same time, simultaneously, and I figured I should start off with this. The mob that won the 1.17 Minecraft Live vote was the Glow Squid. I wanted Isolager, but we're not going to get into that. That'll be for a separate video. But Glow Squid did win, meaning it will be added into Minecraft, I'm assuming in 1.17, so it's probably going to be in that update. And here's the thing. That is the first major feature. Now, what does the Glow Squid have? Nothing, really. Really nothing. I really don't have much to cover on this. There's not much here, besides it's pretty much a reskin of the normal squid, and it supposedly glows. I don't know what's up with that, but let's just move on to the next major feature. The next major feature is personally my favorite feature in this update. I almost said another update there. It is the brand new mob, the Warden. Oh, this mob looks sick. I can't wait to have this thing in the game. And it can kill you in 2 hits. 2 hits with full netherite gear. Now, some people might think it's overpowered till they find out that the mob is actually blind. It cannot see. So basically, if you're quiet, if you can walk around the mob, it's not going to attack you because, well, it's blind. It can't see you. Now, it can hear you. And I think this is a really interesting mechanic to add to the game. And I think it could lead to a lot more down the road for Minecraft. If you were to throw a snowball, say, I don't know, across the cave or whatever, it will go to that snowball. Pretty simply. Because it heard it. I'm not going to explain that. I'm assuming you know what that means. And now, if you attack it, or you're just really loud for some reason, you're just really loud, it will probably destroy you. I mean, if you're wearing full diamond gear, I'm assuming it'll kill you instantly. I'm not sure on that, but we'll have to test that out in beta. Definitely gonna have to test that out. This mob is my favorite. It's awesome. It looks so cool, and it's just I've been looking for a challenge in Minecraft. I'm not saying Minecraft is easy. I'm looking for a challenge in the game. And when I meant challenge, I mean, Jesus Christ, this is a challenge. Moving on to the next major features. This next one is the biomes that are being added into the Caves and Cliffs update 1.17. Now, I believe they only covered 3. I watched through the entire stream, and I think there were only 3. I only know the names of 2. If anybody knows the name of the third one, please let me know. I don't believe they announced it during the thing. So, we're just gonna say what it is. Basically, this biome is it's deep. It's deep in the caves. It's like the deepest part of the caves, I'm pretty sure. And it's got like a it's got like a special redstone mechanic thingy, a redstone thing that you can use in your redstone builds down there. Basically, not every redstone build has to be wired anymore. I don't know if they had to be wired before, because I'm not a redstone engineer, but this is definitely big for the redstone community, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what people can build and make with this. I think it's going to be really cool, so I'm super excited for that. Now, the other two biomes. The first one that they announced was the Lush Caves. I think that's what it's called. The Lush Caves. Okay, so there is one more biome, and it is called the Dripstone Caves. In these caves are stalagmites and stalactites. The signature thing in your head when you think of cave update is stalagmites and stalactites. Or at least for me. I don't know about you, but it was for me. These, well, these look pretty dang cool. Here's a picture of them right here. With them, something I'm very curious about. Will they hurt you if they fall on you? I think it would make sense if they fall on you. You would probably take a lot of damage if you're not wearing armor. If you're not wearing, I would like to see, if you're not wearing a helmet, you should take a lot of damage. But if you're wearing a helmet, you take like relatively none. That's an interesting mechanic idea right there. Moving on to better cave generation. This is one of my favorite things about the update. Wow, is the cave generation just absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. What Mojang did with the cave generation is absolutely awesome. I mean, they're so huge now. And what makes me wonder, maybe, just maybe, will we get a build limit update, or upgrade? Will the build limit be higher? Because with the caves much, much bigger now, it makes you think, will the build limit get updated? Because, I mean, we're talking, the caves are much larger now. We're going to get to something later in the video that also makes me think this. And we'll just talk about it now. The mountains. The mountains generation is much different too. The mountains, I think, they are huge now. They are massive. And, I mean, they're awesome. They're awesome. But, like, they're huge now. And that, obviously, if you're going to want to build something up on the mountains, you're going to probably need a build limit update if these mountains don't already surpass the build limit update, which would be really cool. I mean, it would be really cool. What is it, like 256 blocks, the build limit? That just comes to my mind when I think build limit. So I think that's the build limit. I could see these mountains legitimately passing that. And even if they don't, if you're going to want to build up something up there, you should definitely update the build limit. Let's move on to the next thing. Probably the cutest mob in the game. Probably, not in my opinion, but a lot of people think this is the cutest mob. I like the Strider. The Axolotl. Holy crap, I didn't say that right. Axolotl. The Axolotl. I don't think I'm saying that right, but this thing looks weird, but it has a really interesting mechanic to it, being that it will fight for you. It will fight with you. You could put them in a bucket, bring them with you to a motion monument, and they will fight with you. And I don't think I'd be sacrificing these cute little fishies to some guardians, because I don't know how powerful they are, and I'm pretty sure guardians are pretty powerful and would probably kill them, but I guess we'll test that in beta. I guess we'll see that. Moving on to another big thing I am a massive fan of. That is new copper ore and new amethyst geodoms. Geodoms? I don't know how to say it. Okay, so we have crystals in amethyst, and we have copper in copper ore. Now, I don't believe the amethyst is actually an ore. They're crystals. It doesn't actually say ore on their thing, so they're not really an ore technically. But I would like to see what these things do. I haven't really heard a whole lot about what they're going to be doing, but I can guarantee it that they're definitely going to have a very interesting use in Minecraft. But that's not all, because the copper ore is probably have one of my favorite mechanics in the game now. They now have the ability to age, and so if you place them down like this in this video here, eventually they will slowly start decaying and aging into a bluish block. So if you want a bluish block for some reason, don't know why you would want that, then, I guess you could wait forever for these things to, turn blue. But the main thing I like about it is the fact that when someone looks at your house and these things are on it and they're turning blue, they can automatically assume that your house is probably old and was built a while ago, which definitely adds a history aspect to the game that I really enjoy. So that's one of my favorite features in this update. We're going to get to a bit of some smaller things here, and we're going to talk about these things real quick. We now have backpacks. I don't think that's the name for them. I think they have a name, but these things, well, they hold your stuff. You could throw them in there. In fact, now you can actually throw, I don't know how many things are in like a shulker box, but you could have a full chest shulker box of these, and then have a full shulker box of shulker boxes full of these things. And before I confuse myself, I'm moving on. We now have a telescope in the game. A telescope. I think this is really cool. I have a lighthouse. If you've been watching the Let's Play series, I have a lighthouse in my Let's Play world, and it would be really awesome for me to look down upon my village and everything with this telescope. I mean, I don't have Java Edition. I can't, zoom in, I guess now the zoom in option might be removed on Java. You think it might be removed? Well, I mean, I don't see a reason for it to be removed. I mean, it could stay in creative mode, but now there's really no purpose for the telescope on Java Edition if you could just zoom in on Java. But for Bedrock, this is huge. This is huge for Bedrock. We've never been able to zoom in before, so I'm excited for this. I'm very, very excited for the update in general, but we're not done yet, because we now have another thing called a lightning rod. This lightning rod, as they mentioned at Minecraft Live, will protect your wool houses if you build your houses out of wool. Yeah, I'm not going to question it. I don't build my houses out of wool, but if you do, you're free to do what you want. But these things, for all the people who do build out of wool, this is going to be a massive help to you guys, because when it's storming and lightning out and you're worried about your house catching on fire, just put one of these bad boys on the top. It'll deflect, or not really deflect, it'll attract the lightning, but it'll only hit the lightning rod. So you don't got to worry about your house burning down anymore. Wool builders, you all can now build your wool masterpieces in peace. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. Now, don't worry, I'm going to be making another video on this, discussing much more features in depth. This video was made quickly. I really wanted to get the news out to you guys, but those are most of the major features added to the game, and I'm really, really enjoying what this update could definitely have in the game. Besides the glow squid, I'll probably have a grudge against the glow squid for the rest of my life, because I don't find there's nothing interesting about it. You cannot change my mind. I mean, it doesn't even emit light. What is so good about it? It glows. It doesn't. That's for another video. I'm not going to rant about the glow squid this video. I'll probably do that in another video. But for now, that's it for the video, guys. Don't worry, as I said, I'll be making another video on the updates. I probably missed a lot here because I was trying to get this video out for you guys, get the major news out to you. 1.17 is a cave and a cliff update. And wow, it's going to be good. I know I missed the mountain goats. Don't worry, I'll get to these features in another video. I promise I will get to these features in another video. That's it for the video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to hear your all's opinions on this update. I really do. What do you all think about it? What did you all vote for what mob did you vote for at Minecraft Live? Boys, I see you.